Okay, it is day, I believe, 18. We are at Spence Field Shelter, and I say we because I'm with two other hikers. We got Storm Chaser over there, who's been following me out here for a section hike. And my phone went kaput and got wet yesterday and wouldn't charge, so I didn't film any on the rest of yesterday. And so we've got 6-7 inches of snow out there, and it's dicey out there. So we're just going to move on down to the next shelter. All right, day 18. Day 17 was a little crazy, lots of climbing, and I made it to Spence Field Shelter. I think it's about 17 miles. Is that right, Storm Chaser?
That is correct.
And Storm Chaser has been following me, so
Both literally and figuratively.
right. So it's kind of weird because he knows all about me, at least what I've shared on video. And I tell you what, it's rough out here. We had snow all day yesterday. We've got about 6 inches on the ground, and it might still be snowing. So there's 3 of us here, and we're gonna move forward like some kind of Arctic expedition, and just make our calls as we go. Take care. All right, I'm not gonna take a lot of video because I gotta keep this phone dry. But I'm just peeking out of the shelter. This is what we're dealing with. I'm guessing, I don't know, 6 inches of snow. And I don't know if there's more to fall. All right, we were at the Derek's Knob Shelter. This is our ragtag crew of 3. We got Dilly Gaff.
What's up?
All right, we got Storm Chaser,
Hey.
who's a section hiker. And he figured I'd be out here and might run into me. Ran into me on the first day. And I tell you what, we had the most difficult 6 miles ever. First of all, it was the hardest 6 miles in the Smoky Mountain Park, and we were going through, how high were some of those drifts? Like
At least 2.5 feet.
2.5 feet, and oh man, 6 miles just took it out of us, and it took us 4 hours to go 6 miles, and we were trading with each other, leading the way, post holing. And so we made a call to stay here, and play it smart because it's another 7 miles to the next shelter. So we're trying to do the right thing, and we're having to change our plans on how to get through the Smokies. And here's outside. Here's what we're dealing with. It's beautiful. But the wind blows it in the drifts, and it makes it so difficult. All right, so I think I'm going to wrap up both days 17 and 18 here at the shelter we were at. So day 17 was about 17 miles. Day 18, after a lot more snow and drifts, we managed a bit more than 6 miles, and it is nice to be with a group. Everyone can talk things out. I think there's a certain intelligence that we've gotten with our group, and I think we've made a good decision to cut our day short and hang out here, get warm, get our stuff dry, and then we'll see what conditions are tomorrow. I think it's going to be a little warmer. I think the terrain is going to be a bit easier, but still difficult. So that's day 17 and 18, and I hope everybody has a good evening. Also, having lost the use of this phone for a little bit yesterday, because it got wet. Without this phone, it's problematic. So So going forward, I will be taking double precautions to keep this phone dry, and that usually means not as much filming during the day, at least for this stretch of trail. Getting a nice sunset from Derek's Knob.
Oh.
What about his legs? He don't need those.